Hey, how you guys doing? Johnny Butler here in Detroit. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know which channel that is, but let me see if I can fix that. There we go. That was weird. Hello, Facebook. Sorry about that. Hey, Instagram and YouTube. How you guys doing? It's a beautiful day here in Detroit. Excited to go live with you guys today. I'm on Instagram, as I said, Facebook and YouTube. As you're joining us, let me know where you're joining us from and how to all those who are catching us a little bit later. Uh, A lot of great things going on at FX Church. We're concluding our series, it'll be 18 weeks on dating, marriage, parenting, and the like. So we're going to conclude it on Sunday. I believe I'm going to be ministering on what the Bible has to say about divorce and remarriage. And so come through 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, or on our website, myfaithx.com, or YouTube channels. And we'd love for you to be a part of our experience. Of course, with Anya Butler Ministries, we had a podcast a few weeks ago. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, on Kingdom Revival, on something called Kingdom Nights is happening here in the city of Detroit. And I have a new one coming in a few weeks with Dave Martin. That's going to be phenomenal. It's the best one we've ever had. And so you can check that out at andrebutler.com. And if you want to, just be a part of what we're doing, you want emails, you want to partner with us and reaching 1 million strong, you can do that at andrebutler.com as well. I have a few books that are out, as we mentioned to you before. Of course, In My Feelings is out. So if you're dealing with any type of anxiety, depression, discouragement, church hurt, of course, is still out. As I said before, if you're a Christian, you're going to deal with it at some point. You need to learn how to deal with it. And my novel, Match Made in Heaven, is out as well. You can get all these at andrebutler.com, or um, 2 out of 3, I think, is on Amazon. But you can get all of them at andrebutler.com. So that's what's happening. FX News, or FXN, FaithX Network, is available as well. Got some great content there, more coming. And beyond that, let's see. I mean, I think that's the big deal. That's all that's happening. Uh, all right. So as you're joining us, once again, let me know where you're joining us from. Just hanging out here today with you guys, like we do on Fridays. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. What's up, Cal from the couch? How you doing? And let's see. All right. And I'm not seeing anybody from YouTube yet. So let me double check on that. Make sure I'm not missing somebody. So, what are your plans for the weekend? You guys enjoying this weather being the D? How is the weather elsewhere in the country? Another, this is the time of year where you want to be in Michigan because it's hard to beat the weather here for the next probably 3 to 4 months. But would love to talk to you guys about that. Um, so, whatever's on your mind. I'm trying to think what's on my mind. I got a lot of great things going on. We are preparing to launch a campus in the Inkster Westland area. We're calling it FX West. And so that's coming in September. We're going to have our first meetup, kind of an interest meeting in late June. So if you know somebody in that area that, maybe needs a church, definitely let them know about that. Stay tuned to our social media there and about that, I should say. Hey, and I'm not even gonna pronounce it today. But in Yahweh Black, how you doing? What's up, Desmond? Good afternoon. Yeah, I can watch the latest episode of Let's Talk About It with Eric Michael at andrebutler.com. Yep. So I'm a little tired, y'all. I don't know if you can tell. So I'm trying. I got to eat something after we get done with this. Get a little energy in me. But definitely want to hang out with you guys. Also, my birthday's coming up, so we trying to put together. They're trying to together a party for me, and if you want to be a part of that, I think you just go to myfaithx.com and see how to do that. We'll see if it happens at this point. So we'll see. People are busy and all that kind of stuff. So, but that is something that if you're interested in that, that's also available as well. All right, I'm just talking because I need y'all to give me something. So, what's on your mind? What do you want to talk about? Planning to go to Grand Prix this weekend. By the way, you can use my real name. That's fine. I like trying to say in Yahweh Black. No, I'm not planning to go to Grand Prix. I haven't gone to the Grand Prix. I don't know if I've ever gone to the Grand Prix in my entire life. So it has to be kind of a fun experience, but I haven't done it yet. Trying to see what is this weekend. Of course, this is what, May 29th. So we're almost out of May, which is wild. This year has flown by. I mean, we're already almost halfway through the year. So a year of divine reset, a year of the fix, right? God will fix in 2026. So say he cheated the Pistons, let Cleveland get ran out of the gym. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. If I still think the Pistons would have beat the Knicks because I think people miss that the playoffs are about matchups. And the reason why the Pistons struggled so much was the two worst matchups for them, possible matchups, were the Orlando Magic and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Those were bad matchups for them. And and they were able to get through Orlando. And let's be honest, they won game 5. They were cheated out of that and should have won game 3. They gave that one away. They gave the series away. And they were young, and the NBA really, the free throw discrepancies and all that stuff was pretty ridiculous. So I think you would beat the Knicks. Instead, the Knicks beat the tar out of Cleveland, and now they're going to the finals, so they can be the sacrificial lamb for probably OKC. Um, well, I hope they enjoy their one chip trip because they're not going back because they're not the best team in the East. I don't even know they're the second best team in the East. But next year you'll have a healthy Boston, you'll have a healthy Indiana. We'll see what happens with Giannis. It's going to be tougher even for the Pistons. And I've been seeing a lot of talk about what the Pistons should do, and it's most of it is horrific. These folks, you can tell they don't understand basketball at all. So I'm hoping they don't do what all these people are trying to say they should do. I don't even like the Trey Murphy talk because Trey Murphy can't create consistently in a playoff game in the last 2 minutes. They need somebody that can do that so that it's not just Cade. And they need to get what Jaden Ivey was before he got hurt. So we'll see. What do you think about the flopping in OKC? It's ridiculous. I wish the league would do something about it. But even the commissioner said something that was kind of pro flopping. And so I don't understand. You create a rule that flopping is an infraction, and then you never actually implement that, you never enforce it. And so you end up with people like Harden and SGA, you know, making a mockery of the game. So, you know, hello, I'm at work, able to listen. Hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Hey, Donna, how are you doing? Hope you do as well. Yeah, I didn't even watch any of the Cleveland New York series. I knew that Cleveland didn't have a chance. I didn't expect them to get swept. Cleveland to get swept that definitively. The other thing about playing the Pistons though is that they wear you down. Whatever the Pistons, you saw this in the regular season. If somebody did beat the Pistons, they got destroyed the next game because they were physically worn down. I think that also happened to Cleveland. So, did I do anything for the holiday? Did I do anything for the holiday? Um, no, just went to the movies. Went to saw the Star Wars movie with some family. That was really it. So, and it was fun. It was a fun movie. People forget Star Wars was originally made for kids, and so they leaned into that a little bit. Wasn't great, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. What'd you guys do for the holidays, or what else is on your mind? Of course, we can talk about anything. So, to game 5, I still say that was a foul at the end of the game. They screwed the Pistons out of the game-winning free throw. Yeah, two playoffs in a row. They took a game from us. And that one was egregious. The whole country said it was wrong. And then the NBA comes out and says it wasn't a foul. Give me a break. That's where you lose credibility. Monday, I went and got some cool drone shots. Now that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. I have in my storage room a Millennium Falcon drone. that was given to me a couple years ago. I've never actually done anything with it. Maybe this is the summer to pull it out and just play around with it. Prayers for the people traveling another incident at the airport. Huh, I hadn't seen that. Which airport? She said, "That sounds dope." Yeah. Which airport? Did something happen in Detroit airport? Something else going on? I haven't looked at the news or even X for a couple hours here. So, huh. Obviously, another shooting at the White House last week. Political violence is just getting ridiculous, whatever your position is politically. Hey, Cold Stone Kiwi, how are you doing? And Telly Renee. Someone drove another car through Detroit airport terminal. Goodness gracious. Wow. What is going on? Why are people driving cars through airport terminals? That's wild. I don't even understand the purpose of that. I think the last one was some type of error, right? Driver error, which is interesting, but I don't obviously have to see what this one's about. What you guys gonna talk about? We're quiet today. Usually you can get going by now. Anything on your mind? Evans Terminal through the barrier. So the question is, was that a terrorist attack? So can't wait for service to Sunday. Know it's gonna be good. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. Um, this topic is one that Christians really have not been taught on. Everybody has a knee-jerk reaction to the topic of divorce and remarriage, because people don't actually haven't really opened the Bible and look at everything it said. They haven't even looked at the context of what people refer to. So in Matthew 19, when Jesus talks about divorce there's more happening there than people realize. And so we're going to dive into it. Even some of the Old Testament, I literally searched for everywhere in the Bible that talks about divorce, everywhere. And I'm going to build a message off of that. And then the issue of remarriage and how does God really view this. And I think another piece of this that interests me, and I actually, of course, I've taught on it, but you always try to grow and learn more. Is understanding that the law that we live under today is simply the law of love. That is our law. That's it. So the actual question when you look into divorce and remarriage is what would love do? And if you're operating according to agape love, then you are right before God and free to live life even after divorce, and there's more to say about that. There's a better way to say that. So I'm gonna dive into that. That'll be, I think, instructive for people, set some people free, but also warn some people because there are some people in situations where they have given their spouse grounds for divorce and they don't realize it, and they're living in mercy. They're in that space to repent, and they are not recognizing that. They've come up with all these worldly reasons to not keep your marriage covenant. So we'll get into that because I do think that some of the reason why some of these marriages are so bad is because people don't realize that um, God doesn't put up with that mess. And if you're gonna keep doing this kind of stuff, you can lose them. He's not just gonna have some person live in total misery for years and years and years, decades, because you want to disobey God or you're selfish or you're immature. So interesting topic. And yeah. I have a friend that's trying hard to figure out what God's purpose is for him. He's been praying about it a lot for a while. Yesterday we talked about anything you recommend saying to him. I have a book called Find Your Why, short book. I'd encourage you, if he's open to it, if he's a reader, tell him check it out. It gives him a literal plan to discover your purpose. I call it the why plan. And so it gives you some steps. So, maybe ask him check it out. Or we actually did a teaching on that too at FX. It's probably on my YouTube channel if he's open to listening to messages. Or you can always just take the information, take the notes, which are probably still sitting in our app, and walk him through just those questions, the why plan. Not getting any comments on Facebook today. I'm wondering if I'm on the wrong platform again. I don't think so. If you're there, Facebook, say something. Not seeing you guys, and you're the biggest platform I have, so something's not right. Anybody else? We can also jump off early today. Sometimes we got a lot to talk about, sometimes we don't. It's cool either way. I'll give it a few more minutes. All right. Well, I think we might just be done for the day. Uh, like an auction. Going once, going twice, going three times. See where we are. Anybody else? Anything else you want to talk about or dive into? All right. Well, it's good hanging out with you guys. If you're in the D, come through 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, myfaithx.com, Faith Experience Church YouTube channel, and everyone else, definitely run to andrebutler.com. There you can get a free book, join our mailing list, become a partner if that's on your heart. And then, of course, check out FaithX Network. Looking for any entertainment tonight or this weekend that's faith-based, that's there for you as well. Love you guys. We'll catch up with you soon. And know that God has a future for you.